thank you so much for participating in our sixth webinar. My name is Juliano Marques, and I'll be guiding you through this webinar series. So for today's presentation, I'm going to first introduce the HORT Calculator, which is an innovative online financial tool designed to revolutionize how leaf green farmers approach biological control investments. So imagine having a TurboTax style platform, especially designed for agriculture decision making, where you can input your farmer's data and receive customized financial analysis to guide your investment choice in biological pest control strategies. So our team is developing this user-friendly tool to help you evaluate the economic feasibility of implementing natural enemies and cultural practice in your operation. So through dynamic budgets, the HORT calculator will provide comprehensive financial indicators, including profitability metrics, cost structure, sensitivity analysis, and return on investments, all tailored to your specific farming context. So this project brings together expertise from a diverse team of researchers and includes direct input from an experienced farm advisory board to ensure the tool meets our real-world needs. And by the end of this initiative, we will not only deliver this online platform, but also provide extensive training through workshops, monthly webinars like this one, online lectures, and guidebooks. So today we will walk you through our vision for the HOT calculator and how it will transform the way you approach financial decision making in biological pest control investment. So our topic today is using the HOT calculator tool to assess your farm financial resilience. So yeah, before we jump in properly to our team today, it's important for you to let you know that we've been developing this webinar series. This is the sixth one, so I really encourage you to take a look on the link that I will ask Jean-Pierre, please, to provide in the chat. So please, whenever you can, join this link, take a look. We've been conducting webinars on how to easy record keeping your data and using this enterprise to understand and to understand profitability. And through this link, you'll be able to stay tuned for our next webinars as well. So, why properly is financial resilience, right? So it means the ability that you have in your farm to face challenges, such as price fluctuations, climate change, production cost that shifts, the consumer demands and preference that also shifts, and without compromising the viability of your business. So in other words, is to ensure that your farm has a stable cash flow, health margins, and well-planned strategies to handle risk and seize opportunities. So in this context, the leaf greens production in high tunnels, the HORT calculator helps you to increase your farm financial resilience by providing customized financial report that allows you to compare your data and production before and after the adoption of biological control. Really, before we get into the topic, and we already started, I would like to provide you with a very fast poll with 3 questions. If you please answer those questions, I'll be very grateful because we have to report our agents. So let me see here. Let me launch this pool. Can someone of you let me know if you are seeing this pool? Oh, okay. I see people are answering. I'll let you 40 seconds to answer that. Okay, so let's move on. I think everyone answered already. Let me give you 10 more seconds. Okay. Great. So let's move on here on the presentation. So So the Hort calculator will provide you with reports, right? So the first report that the Hort calculator provides you is the cost analysis, and it is a clear structure breakdown of your production costs, right? And this report categorizes expenses into four key areas, which is your variable cost, and variable cost includes, for example, how much you are spending on seeds, manure, fertilizers, also labor costs, the cost involved with labors, fixed costs such as loans and depreciation, and overhead expenses such as irrigation supplies. And you can see your total cost per category and also per square foot cost. And it helps you to compare expenses at different production scales. So this breakdown gives you the insights needed to assess your financials and make adjustments to improve your efficiency and profitability. So in this example that I'm bringing in, you can see that using biological control, before using biological control, you can see that the overhead expenses is pretty high. So these results can bring you inside to look for which costs are impacting your production, such as is it electricity that is impacting or water, and you can look for alternatives to minimize these costs, such as looking for alternatives as solar panels or a more efficient irrigation system. So this analysis help you not making choice based solely on your intuition. So similarly to the Hort calculator also provides a report detailing the cost involved in producing leaf greens using biological control, allowing you to accurately compare the cost of each production method. So this enables you, for example, on the evaluation of the financial viability of switching production method and projecting potential impact on farm's budget. So in a scenario of variable costs, such as seeds, fertilizer, pest management, labor, you should consider using financial tools like this one to project cost and profitability under different scenarios to better anticipate cost change. So cost-effective strategies vary depending on what costs are most impacting, but some strategies can vary from combining drip irrigation to save waters or composting to improve soil health and also crop rotation to maintain the fertility of your soil. So where you can increase efficiency on your farm and also reducing the cost, promoting a sustainable financial of your farm and increasing your resilience. So another report, the profitability analysis, you can have a direct comparison of the economic profitability of current spinach production versus production based on biological control. So this comparison is necessary because introducing biological control can impact your marketable yield and leading to difference in gross revenue, cost, and net profit. So this information helps you understand which approach is most profitable. And identifying the most profitable approach or cost-effective model can reduce cost and increase your profit margin. So on the economic pest risk assessment, the Hort calculator provides a report on the marked yield comparison before and after using biological control. So this analysis helps you evaluate whether incorporating biological agents into your crops is economically viable strategy to increase farm income. So more efficient commercialization helps you ensure more stable profitability, which in turn improves your farm financial predictability. And the report also shows the production status in pounds per square feet, and this information aligned with the comparison of the total cost and net revenue can help you improve financial stability and adaptability in changing market conditions. So here, the report on the sensitivity analysis offers a scenario-based risk assessment of spinach production profitability. So the sensitivity analysis is based on yield and selling price. Since yield and selling price are subject to variability, several factors can influence them, right? So, for example, on yield, factors can be related to environmental control or pest, water availability, and on the other hand, price tend to fluctuate as well due to supply and demand, economic condition, quality of the product. So Uh, what does the calculator really provide you, right? So, in this real data provided by one of our spinach growers, the report shows a net profit of the current production, highlighted in blue in this table, and simulated scenarios informing the different profitability by varying production and price, up to 30% more and up to 30% less. So then you can have a comparison of different scenarios to understand your net profit. So for a farmer who adopts conventional pest management system, in the pessimistic scenario with an yield of 308 pounds and a selling price of $7, the farmer would generate a net profit of around $406. On the other hand, in the optimistic scenario, with an optimization that increased production yield and increased selling price to $13, the profitability would rise to more than $5,700. So, on the other hand, when using biological pest control method, the report will provide you with analysis so you can compare your net profit before using biological control on your production. So, in the pessimistic scenario and optimistic scenario. So, for example, with the use of biological control, the farm net profit would increase to more than $6,200 in the optimistic scenario. So, I strongly suggest you to watch our videos on YouTube where you will explore the cause and strategies that you can use to mitigate the problems faced in the pessimistic scenario. You can check in our webinar 6 video in YouTube. And I would like to ask, please, Jean-Pierre, to provide the link in the chat. You can access the link in the chat, and you will see strategies to mitigate scenarios of pessimistic scenario. So another important report provided by the Hort calculator is the break-even analysis for yield and price. This analysis evaluates the financial viability of spinach production by informing the minimum yield and price required to cover your cost. So the Hort calculator provides breaks-even reports comparing the production system before the implementation of biological control and after adopting this practice. So the report presents two analyses. An analysis focuses on the production required to cover the costs. This analysis includes simulation of production under different scenarios of cost and price. So from pessimistic scenarios with costs increased by up to 30% and selling price decreased by 30%, to optimistic scenario where selling price may increase by up to 30% and cost decrease by 30%. And another break-even analysis focus on the minimal price needed to match revenues with cost. So similar to the previous report, this analysis presents a simulation of pessimistic and optimistic scenario, varying cost and yields by up to 30% up and down. So with the break-even analysis information, you can set realistic production goals and adopt more effective price strategies. Simulations that consider variation up to 30% in cost and price enables you to prepare for challenge scenarios, making it easier to plan for increased productivity or cost reduction in other areas. By comparing reports before and after the implementation of biological control, you can better quantify the financial impact of this practice. So in addition to this analysis, the Hort calculator also evaluates two key financial performance indicators, which is the marginal benefit cost ratio and the return on investment. The marginal benefit cost ratio indicator helps you to answer questions such as, is it worth adopting or expanding the use of biological control? Or is it possible to invest in biological control to improve profitability without increasing unnecessary costs? So this information is important for your financial resilience by assessing whether the financial return from implementing a new practice, such as biological control, justifies the additional cost. It also helps you identify investments with higher returns and lower risks, guiding your choice for practice that offer a best return on investment. Besides that, you can have solid, once you have solid marginal benefit cost ratio analysis, you can improve your credit conditions by demonstrating that adopting innovative practice is economically viable. So additionally, a report on the return on investment shows how much net profit is generated for each dollar investment. And what does that mean? It means that with this analysis, you will be able to analyze whether initial investment in adopting biological control is worthwhile and generate substantial profits. In the case of adopting new technologies like biological control, you can check if redirecting resource from less profitable areas, such as expensive chemicals or ineffective technologies, to higher returning practice, can significantly boost your financial outcomes. Also, the return on investment assessment of different biological controls gives you a detailed and comparative view of the financial returns for each option. So moving to the last part of this webinar, and I will open the floor for discussion. We want to say that this HORT calculator is a versatile tool that supports decision making in agricultural planning at various stages of your production. It can be used before implementing change to simulate the impacts of new technologies or practice, during ongoing management to track cost and set price, and in seasonal planning to establish production goals and pricing strategies. When market shifts, the HORT calculator enables you to quick adjust for new strategies and look for new strategies. It also helps you when seeking financing and as financing and support for financial institutions. It provides detailed analysis. So we recommend a regular use of the HORT calculator to gain long-term trends, contributing to strategic planning and enhance your financial resilience. So I really appreciate for all of you that stay up tuned until that moment. Thank you for much for participating in this webinar. Share this webinar with your mates, with farmers that you may know that we can contribute. And if you have time, please access this QR code to answer 3 fast questions that will let us know how the farmers are understanding this calculator, and it won't take you so much time to answer these questions. Thank you so much, and we are open to discussions.